Hello, my name is Alexa Cordero, and this is my proposal for a nutrition education program for students in District 75 in New York City. District 75 is a specialized school district located throughout New York City, serving those with special needs with diagnoses including autism spectrum disorder, multiple disabilities, and Down syndrome, to name a few. District 75 settings are highly sensitive to the specialized needs of its students and aim to meet the needs of its students through modified academic curriculum and behavioral intervention to help them succeed. With this being said, this nutrition education program needs the support of the New York City Department of Education and the administrators, as well as the Office of the City's School Food Program, as this program seeks to build healthy eating habits for students with special needs by providing opportunities for multisensory nutrition education lessons while enhancing parent and school staff support through workshops, informational sessions, and collaborative behavioral training. Before I dive further into this program, it's important to consider what's currently going on in the United States. So it's no secret that there's an obesity epidemic, and currently 1 in 5 children in the US are classified as obese. Obesity rates for children with disabilities are even higher. Children with disabilities are unique in their eating patterns because many display food neophobia, highly selective eating patterns, limit themselves to single item dishes, and may develop negative relationships with eating experiences. And this actually contributes to developing a higher BMI later in life. When we hone in on New York City, we can see that 160,000 students with disabilities qualify for free or reduced lunch. While the school food program has made strides on balanced meals that it serves, it's important to consider that students with disabilities also have significant sensory needs and selective diets, which may exacerbate in the school setting, resulting in skipping meals, increasing both waste and hunger, and negative behaviors with students. So what's the solution? Students need to be taught how to tolerate eating experiences across settings through methods including non-contingent reinforcement, escape extinction, and sensory integration therapy. This program seeks to provide nutrition education and hands-on learning experiences to students, parents, and staff alike to help children thrive in New York City. This program's goals aim for students with special needs to increase tolerance for different food items and increase the likelihood of trying new food, and for staff, parents, and caregivers to increase efficacy in delivering appropriate nutritional and behavioral support in the school and home settings. By the end of this program, students will utilize decreased prompting when manipulating a variety of food items. Staff will develop, implement, and monitor students' behavior-based goals and will implement appropriate behavioral support through positive reinforcement. Parents will increase self-efficacy when implementing positive behavioral support surrounding food choices in the home setting, and program staff will continue to support students, school staff, and parents throughout the entirety of the intervention. So now we can take a look at the competencies and strategies that will contribute to the success of this intervention. Following a 3-tiered approach, students will increase knowledge and self-efficacy, understand expectations, demonstrate self-control and self-regulation, decrease temptation, and improve emotional coping responses, while staff members and parents will identify perceived barriers, perceived susceptibility, and perceived benefits of such an intervention, increase self-efficacy, knowledge and awareness, understand and manage reinforcement, and finally evaluate and reshape the environment. So first we'll take a look at the student curriculum. This will take place in the special education classroom with one 50-minute session per week. It'll be broken up into 3 modules: a nutrition education component that teaches the importance of variety in the diet while exposing students to nutrition-related vocabulary, a personal connections component when students explore food items based on their personal preferences, and a sensory integration component which helps modify behavioral approaches to food, starting from exploring different senses to eventually increasing independence when manipulating food. It's important to note that students will be given multiple trials and will be given real food items throughout the intervention to familiarize themselves and become more confident in their ability to tolerate food items. Prior to implementing the student curriculum, staff will need to undergo training through a 5-session professional development period. This will introduce staff to nutrition and the current state of nutrition in the nation. It will increase knowledge about childhood nutrition and will teach staff about behavior interventions regarding reinforcement strategies, data collection, and will give them an opportunity to practice what they've learned. Staff will additionally receive weekly supervision upon the implementation of lessons. And parents must also be addressed in this multi-tiered intervention and will be offered monthly hour-long sessions in the school setting, which may include lifespan nutrition education and recommendations, behavior strategies, reinforcement strategies, school food information, cooking and meal preparation, and community resources. 5 driving questions will drive this program and will ultimately evaluate effectiveness of this intervention. These include: did students positively engage in hands-on intervention techniques and demonstrate an increased likelihood to explore new food items? Did at least 70% of the parents attend and engage with others during half of the monthly sessions offered throughout the school year in order to increase knowledge and efficacy of delivering nutrition-related interventions at home? Did staff members receive appropriate training as aligned with the nutritional and behavioral curriculum prior to the intervention in order to effectively deliver the intervention weekly and carry methods over across school settings? Did members of the program team demonstrate accountability for regularly collecting data collection and attendance sheets, and were they readily available to train, provide feedback, and answer questions of staff, parents, and students? And were the students, parents, and staff members satisfied with the outcome of the program intervention and interactions with the program team throughout the intervention period? Evaluation will be monitored throughout the program, and at the conclusion of the intervention, when the program team will then have 3 months to analyze data and make adjustments as needed for the following school year. While this intervention follows best practice for all channels involved, it's important to note that not one curriculum may fit all school settings. Curriculums in schools in District 75 in particular may follow alternative assessment standards, and the student curriculum component of this intervention may need to be modified across schools to accommodate school and class-based needs. To further explore this proposal for my nutrition education program in District 75, you may visit www.alexarcordero.wixsite.com/nutrition education. Thank you.